Hey, my name is Aya, and this is my story how I survived both Syrian and ISIS war.
You may have noticed in my last 5 videos from Iraq that very few women are seen publicly on the streets, and that's because sadly, Middle Eastern societies are dominated by men. I've been wanting to shine the spotlight on an Iraqi woman, and it just so happens that I got introduced to Aya at a co-working space in Baghdad. While her story is tragic, I feel like it's important for her voice to be heard so we can all realize how good we have it. Aya is as inspiring as they come. So I'm here in Baghdad and I'm looking to make a people story, and I just happened to meet Aya, who's super awesome. We met in the co-working space, and I'm telling her story today, and I can't wait for you guys to hear all about it.
I'm Aya. I'm from Baghdad, Iraq. I am Iraqi, and my mother is Iraqi and my father is Palestinian, but he's born in Iraq.
So you're Iraqi Palestinian?
Yeah.
Right, you have Iraqi passport.
Yeah, and I have Iraqi heart.
And you're born and raised here in Baghdad?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
You're 21, you're
Yeah.
so young.
Yeah.
How did you learn English so well?
Well, my story is like I dropped the school because of war a long time ago, and then I actually had depression. So in my age, like in 16, so I decided to take out this depression by learning English alone at home.
Really?
So yeah, I started on YouTube with with English channel actually, even not Arabic teacher, from zero. So I decided like to keep learning, and I improved myself.
When did you start? What year?
In 2016.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow, it's so fluent.
Thank you.
So tell me more about your life story. So you're born in Baghdad.
So when I was a kid in 2003 in Baghdad, I still remember some scenes when the Americans were in Iraq. Well, one night they came to our house and break in.
In your house?
Yeah, and with dogs, they just like want to check if we have like guns or something, and I was like terrified, and I was very afraid. And in the same time, I met a lot of, I remember American soldiers. I remember one who gave me a chocolate, and another girl who was American soldier who danced with me. I still remember that scene.
When you were 3 years old?
No, this is like after I was 4 or something, like that, yeah. When I was 3 years old, I remember like the shooting and this stuff. Yeah, it was a horrible memories. And then in 2009, we moved to Syria. We lived there, and then the war came. We wanted like to settle down in Syria or maybe like travel Europe. And then the war came in Syria.
You went to Syria at a bad time, right before the war started.
Yeah,
you went there.
yeah, not that much lucky.
And so were you in Damascus?
Yeah.
In Syria, Damascus was usually safe compared to like Homs and Aleppo and other places.
Yeah.
So you stayed in Damascus, you didn't travel around.
No, I just in Damascus. It was a great city. I loved it. My heart stayed there as a kid.
The food is so good in Syria.
Yeah, very good. And then I came back to Baghdad. After we like sold our house and everything, we didn't have anything, and then we moved to Mosul because it's cheaper than Baghdad. And then ISIS came and another war, and I also dropped school because of ISIS, and I also had depression because I couldn't go out of the home for 6 months. When the ISIS came, I didn't leave the house because I have this idea they will take girls and they rape them and do horrible things with them. So I just had this very, very painful picture in my head, and I just couldn't face it.
So you went to Syria 1 year before the war, and then you went to Mosul.
I told you I'm not that much lucky.
Oh my God, that's terrible. What was it like to be in Mosul when ISIS took over?
I don't know how to tell, but it was very hard, and I told you I had never left the house for 6 months, and I was just dying to go back to Baghdad. And finally, like, we made it back to Baghdad. We escaped, actually, and my father had to stay in Mosul because he is not Iraqi, he's Palestinian, and the way back to Baghdad is like full of militia if they catch him, and his ID, his Palestinian ID, was expired, so he had to stay in Mosul until it's free from ISIS. So like we didn't see our father like for 3 years, and we lived alone.
Did you hear gunshots at night? I'm trying to imagine what it's like to be stuck inside for 6 months. Did you hear bombings?
Yeah, of course. Actually, I saw the mosque of Nabi Yunus in Mosul, the big mosque, the famous one. I was on the rooftop, and like the whole city saw this big explosion, and I heard shotguns. Yeah, even in Syria, I saw injured people with the blood. Like I saw things as a kid, like I shouldn't have seen. A sniper tried to shoot us in Syria, and like, yeah, and very horrible like things.
Through all of the wars and all of the problems that you've seen, you never got hurt, like physically?
No, I'm lucky on that side. I didn't get kidnapped. No, I didn't get actually hurt physically, but actually I had mentally, yeah, and as a kid also, like I had sexual harassment. Yeah, and that's all.
How long were you depressed for?
Actually, almost like for 1 year and a half. I didn't go out of the house. I even didn't talk a lot that much to my family, like maybe like 5 words a day only, and I just stayed alone.
What did you do to spend time? Watch movies?
Nothing, just being alone.
Like drawing pictures? Like
no.
What did you do?
Nothing. Sometimes I just stay by myself because my little brother goes to school, and I was like just like 15 years old, and I'm just alone at home doing nothing. But then I decided to make advantage of this and learn English.
Wow.
I didn't actually have a phone. I was taking my mother's phone to like go to YouTube and at night and like take things and learn them. But after like several months, I decided no, I need a phone at home. So I had like earrings, gold earrings. So I decided to solve it, and then I buy a phone with the money. So I bought a phone, and then I started like to learn English with my phone at home and taking pictures.
I love how you were so determined and so motivated to learn English by yourself.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you finally escaped Mosul safely, and you come back home to Baghdad.
Yep.
And has it been safe here since you arrived?
Yeah, it's safe, but it's hard. You know, the system in Baghdad about education and so on, it's not that much good. When I tried to go back to school, they didn't let me in. I tried hard.
Why?
You know, system things and paper things, because like I haven't a paper from Syria and so on. And then I dropped also school because like I had to take care of my little brothers. At age of 18, I decided to work.
What do you do for work?
My first job is like a seller at a mall. So I saved money. I bought an iPhone, still the same one, because I have like a hobby to like mobile photography. And I saved also money to join institute, which is to learn more, to improve my English. And I finished it. And again, I'm working. I start working. It's also like to be independent.
Super cool. Her office is in this amazing co-working space in Baghdad.
So from this place, we're showing people that our country is beautiful.
Where do you want to be in 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself?
I always wanted to move abroad. Actually, it's my dream to go to the UK and live in London. But now I think this thing is changing because maybe I want to change something in here. After all, I belong to Baghdad.
Aya is one of the strongest, sweetest, and most resilient people I've ever met. I really admire her courage to open up to the camera about her terrible experiences living through the ISIS wars. After we chatted for about an hour, Aya invited me to try some street food in the neighborhood because, in case you haven't noticed in my Iraqi videos so far, people here love to eat and they love even more talking about it.
So I wanted to ask you, how did you find the Iraqi food?
Oh my god, the food is so good all over Iraq. Actually, all over the Middle East. I love it. I love it.
So what's your favorite dish, Iraqi dish?
I like falafel, of course. I don't know if that's Iraqi.
Have you tried dolma?
Yes, dolma. I tried dolma.
It should be your favorite.
It's one of my favorites, absolutely. Yesterday we had this, I think it was sheep with rice and there was bread. It was all mixed in one bowl.
Makluba?
Makluba, that's it. Makluba.
Yeah.
That was good.
It's also very famous.
Very famous.
It's also one of my favorites.
Yes,
very good.
Very good.
How did you find it?
I love it so much.
So this is like street sweets.
Street sweets.
Yeah.
We should definitely try something.
Which one you want to try?
You tell me what's the best one.
Take this one?
Yeah, you take one too.
Take one?
What is it?
It's dadli. It's called dadli.
What's inside?
Just like donuts.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's so sugary. It's super sweet, but it's delicious.
If you're on a diet, don't try this.
If you could say one message to everybody in the world, what would you say to them?
Stop being judgmental and be kind to each other.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was
You're
wonderful.
welcome.
What an amazing story meeting Aya, and it was very spontaneous. I just showed up at this co-working space looking to find an inspiring person to tell, and she fit that role. She just kind of came up to me and we started talking, and I originally it was off camera, and then I was like, listen, if you don't mind sharing your story, please, do you mind if I record it? And obviously she didn't mind at all. Very friendly. It's so inspiring to see how she went from literally escaping and being in the middle of two of the worst wars in our lifetime, and now she came out on top, and she's doing amazing things, and she's paving the way for the future of this generation in Iraq, and I hope you guys could connect with her. I certainly did. I want to thank Aya. Thank you for all of your time and being so bold to share your story. I promise you guys there will be more positive stories coming all around Iraq as I travel this beautiful nation. Stay tuned. Hit me up on Instagram at Drew Binsky to follow my trip live, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.
Privacy.
I told him $1.
2 years ago.
Thank you, bro. Where are you from?
Iraq here.
You're from Baghdad?
Baghdad, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Take it easy, bro.
Following you for 2 years.
Man, I never expected you to come to Baghdad. I thought you were just gonna end at Kurdistan.
I'm here, man. Are you from? You're from Baghdad,
Yeah.
but you have a British accent.
I do a bit. It's just because from the internet and stuff.
From the internet. You never lived in the UK.
No.
Really?
No, really.
So you consumed like British media instead of American. You didn't watch Hollywood films.
You know KSI?
Huh?
You know KSI?
KSI. Yeah.
That's all I want to.
Oh, that's how you got it. And nice to meet you, man. Thanks for saying hi. Can I elbow you at least?
Sure, man.
Cool,
Yeah,
bro.
no worries, man. If you need anything around here, just let me know.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much, dude. Take it easy. Many people in the world, especially Americans, think that Baghdad is like the most dangerous place, and they're very scared when they hear about Baghdad. What do you want to say to those people?
Don't judge on a book by its cover. Go deep, like meet people from Baghdad. Don't listen to the social media a lot because they just show what they want. Right, there is wars, there is bad things happening, but also there is people with the dreams. There is young people, there is beautiful girls like me who have dreams and working on them. There is a good environment. So in the whole world, no matter if it's in the Middle East or outside, there is good and bad sides. So don't focus only on the bad side.
I'm Drew Binsky, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and ring that little bell so you can get notified on all my upcoming videos as I take you to every single country in the world.